breakfast. You late for breakfast. You late for breakfast. You late for breakfast. Chill, bring them cameras out. Guy got them books ready. Mega thinking mega. FOB, yeah, we coming different. Like, comment, subscribe. Put the vision on a mission. You should come and listen. Type of vibe that you missing. Somebody bound to listen, so I hope you pay attention. I'm the purple do-rag. We just speaking on the realness. We just speaking on the realness. I'm the purple do-rag. We just speaking on the realness. Chill, bring them cameras out. Guy got them books ready. Mega thinking mega. FOB, yeah, we coming different. Like, comment, subscribe. Put the vision on a mission. You should come and listen. Type of vibe that you missing. Somebody bound to listen, so I hope you pay attention. I'm the purple do-rag. We just speaking on the realness. We just speaking on the realness. I'm the purple do-rag. We just speaking on the realness. Welcome. I am Purple Do-Rag, and this is episode 13, Grobot. And you know, I got the guy with the books. You know, I got Mega talking Mega on this piece tonight. How y'all doing, man? Tap in. What's up, guy with the books? What's up, Mega? What's up, baby? Cool. Episode 13. Yeah, big Mega shit tonight. You know how we do. And go ahead, Mr. Guy. Go ahead, talk. Let them know what we got going on.
It's late for breakfast, man. Episode 13, Grobot. I'm the guy with the books. We got Purple Do-Rag on the line. Think Mega is in the building. Listen, we talking about these clones, all right? We talking about these different individuals out here that's got amazing ability, but where did they come from, right? What have they been fed? What have they been fed? How are they trained? Who is their great grandma? Right, we need these questions answered.
Who their great grandma is crazy. So
one of the Grobots that I think about, and you know, you and I, Purple Do-Rag, we didn't talk offline about this Grobot. The first one, we got to talk about him, LeBron.
LBJ, the king. We got to talk about him. And listen, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. I think that with LeBron's endurance, his IQ, his longevity, I believe that if he was like a soldier, he'd be a bad motherfucker. You hear what I'm saying? Like, if a soldier can think in that realm of, like, they know your play, they can counter that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's scary in a sense. You did what I'm saying? On a whole nother level, that's scary. It's not scary for me if he on my side. You know what I'm saying? But just imagine a soldier with the IQ of LeBron, with the endurance and longevity. Now they probably got old head soldiers out there that do that. Dude is crazy. Shout out to Barlow, man. Bartholomew. That nigga named Bartholomew. I'm dead. Hey, check me out though. But LeBron James, if he is a clone or a test subject, a prototype, they'll put him on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like a DK Metcalf, that type of body frame of nigga run straight through you. Bullets hit him. He's running through the bullets. LeBron James, he coming through. He already done facilitate. Hey, we already know how they gonna move. So they done before you make your move, you fucked up. Man, listen. That's just my take on that. Now, what you think, Big Dog? Tell me what you think, guy. Tell me what you get.
I mean,
That's my take.
for me, LeBron is he's a very unique specimen. 6'9", 6'8", 6'9", 200 and whatever amount.
80, 90.
Like, yeah, I think he might be like, it's like 270, something like that. And you dominate the NBA for 21 years. Like, Kobe did some amazing stuff. And in his last game, he was able to score 60, but even with Kobe, there's just a certain amount of his background that we've been able to have a clear understanding of. I think that there's holes in LeBron's background. And then, like with LeBron, I applaud that the brother has never been in any real trouble. I think that that's amazing, right?
Yeah.
So think that that's somewhat of a red flag. You're in America, bro, right? Even Kobe caught a rape charge, right? Like, Kobe beat the rape charge, but Kobe caught a rape charge, right? I'm Michael Vick. He went to jail for dogfighting.
AI had the gun charges.
Michael Jordan had
All
to
right.
step out of the league because of the
Gambling.
Gambling.
right. So like LeBron, where did you come from? How did you get all of these guys who were very, very powerful to be on your side?
His OG. OG. Back to when we was talking our conversation on the private line. Look at his crest. Can you pull up LeBron's crest and the Jewish crest?
Oh.
Can you pull it up?
And they say his weight is 250.
Oh, so he went down 40 pounds. The king was fucking 280 pounds at 6'9", moving like he a point guard.
They say he lost 15 pounds in 2025.
Listen, I ain't gained 25 pounds my whole life. So him losing it, and we the same age, that's insane. That's his OG right there.
You know what I think even more than the clone, but it's because we similar to cloning.
That's the rabbi. That's the OG. That's the one that's been with him since he's been in high school.
Okay.
He went to a Christian Catholic school. You got to remind you, he already had ties, but the Jewish said, hey, we're going to make a diamond out of this because you take y'all Christians, y'all fuck them up. Y'all take them and rape them. We need to make sure that we got somebody in this black community that is outstanding for the youth, so we can kind of build them up and give them hope. Now, that word hope, it sticks in all our brains and hearts. We hope for a lot of shit as black people. You know what I'm saying? So with LeBron James being the person that he is and how he's been a role model, I'm just be honest, like, I've been knowing great fathers, but a lot of niggas actually been stepping up, and a lot of niggas ain't getting in trouble no more like they used to because, hey, the clone's showing us how to goddamn not pay attention to the bullshit going on and just live your life. Because all this shit that's going on, LeBron James ain't presenting himself like he's a leader. He presenting himself like he's a basketball player, taking care of his family, securing his future. He ain't out here speaking on political things. He ain't out here talking about any other shit going on with niggas or any religion.
Nah, he do ride with the Democrats.
Yeah, he do speak on political matters.
Yeah, he ride with the homos.
Hey, look, he do what he do. See, I don't know that. So that's why we bring y'all to Late for Breakfast, because look, I'm all the way late. Because I only see the niggas the basketball player. They don't on my timeline, they don't put him in no talking about whatever. I see him bobbing his head, reading first pages of books and shit like that. I don't see, you know what I'm saying? I don't, like, on my timeline, it showed me one LeBron. You feel me? So my bro Mega would know about a person speaking about that political shit. So I'm glad that you corrected me on that. But dude, clone or not, he showed us how to stay focused and grind and use your brain for what the fuck you need to do. Because man, again, if that's a soldier, bro, it's over with for the motherfuckers that's going against those creative soldiers. And what if each country that's sending out here, those are their prototype for their next soldiers? These big, tall motherfuckers move faster than us. And I ain't nothing but a good 5'7" on a good day. You know what I'm saying?
You seen the exosuits they making?
Man, I seen all them shit. Jet packs, exosuits.
They got a joint that was showing. I don't know how real they saying this shit. It can't be affected by explosions, bullets, nothing. They got a dude in Africa. He got one on. He walking. You know, they niggas walk robotic in it, but that's what they say. I ain't seen no actual evidence of it, but that's what they say.
How about this? If a motherfucker went to sleep and he dreamt it, it happened. Where we seen this at first?
Yeah.
Probably TV.
In a movie or something. Star Wars or something. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's when I first seen the watch on the phone, talking to a motherfucker through the phone.
Yeah.
That's my first experience.
Right.
That's over 30 years ago, fam.
Mm-hmm. A lot of this shit already be made. It just be for government use, and then they release it to civilians to get the bread. But you know what I really think, son?
Arthur Lee, hold on, not to cut you off on Facebook, said China got them shits.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of agreeing with what we talking about right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Arthur Lee on Facebook, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in on us. Not to cut you off, big bro.
Nah, you good. I was just gonna say, I think they doing more of like remember the movie Man's Best Friend, where they took the Rottweiler and spliced the genes with all other different animals, so he had all these different techniques and shit. I think they, because you know when you're an athlete or something, you know they taking your blood, you know they got your blood, so you know,
man,
I think they're doing more of that to make the exact person how they want them.
Okay, we talking about Grobot.
First one.
Anthony Davis, not Anthony Davis, but Anthony Edwards could be the new Grobot. He don't have no daddy. They saying that his father could be Michael Jordan.
Right, yeah, so they say, yeah. They also said LeBron dad was a basketball player too.
You know who else they say Michael Jordan's son might be is Jimmy Butler. And that honestly, that whole story makes perfect sense.
Listen, Michael Jordan was throwing dick from here to Thailand.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Jeremy Lin, his son too.
In Chicago, bro. In Chicago, he was known for that, bro. He was known for smashing mad joints, yo, for real. Like, to be real, that's why his first wife left him. Like, he was overdoing it. Like, he would get caught, they'd go to counseling and all of that. He was knocking them down, though, man.
Listen. Back on that Anthony Edwards shit. That shit just kicked me in my ass just now. He doing the same thing Jordan do. He throwing dick, but it's internet age now. These hoes want to talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He ain't no sweep up on no rug. This ain't 96 no more, nigga. This 2025. 24.
Ain't nothing
yesteryear. No ain't nothing secret. Everything go to the internet.
Did y'all see that girl? This is a different topic, but a little bit the same. I think she one of them female rappers. I think her name video girl, Ruby Rose or something. She did a joint.
Ruby Rose.
She said, she's like, I'm about to tell all the rappers that was having sex with me when I was 16.
She need to.
She about to tear some niggas up, boy. Cause you know, statute of limitations on that shit, bro. Like they done changed the rules on that.
That's not Ruby Rose, bro.
How you spell the name?
It might not be. I mean, that ain't her.
Put an I. Put an I at the end.
Let me see.
And a Ruby.
Yep, that's her. Yep. Yeah, that's her.
When we talk about black people from now on, we gonna spell the black people way first.
Yo, but if we gonna talk about Like
She's pretty.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about sex with underage, especially in the entertainment and music. Bro, let's keep it real, son. Back in the 90s, man, I can go through multiple songs. Like one was Poison, Backstage, Underage,
Yo.
Shorty Wanna Do Me. They're talking about adolescence. They was talking KRS-One had a song 13 and Good. The dude G Dep, he had a verse in his song in the special delivery. Too Young is a dude in China. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, this was open, man. Like, this was open. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, even early on, when I was like first starting to rap, you just knew that because I knew girls that was in high school with me that was younger than me. Dudes that come out here on tour. Next, you know, they disappear for like a week because they done got on that tour bus and left with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? High school girls, yo, like freshmen, yo.
Man, I remember when I was in high school, the Navy niggas used to come pull up to the school and pick bitches up. Yeah. The Army niggas used to come pick. See, shout out to Portsmouth, Virginia, Lincoln Park. If you already know, they used to beat the fuck out them perverted ass niggas coming through the hood. On Soul, used to have them niggas. I remember on my birthday, August 6th, they had a nigga running down that motherfucker with nothing but a socks and a do-rag. Folks do-rag was in the wind like this. On Soul. I'm telling y'all, hey, listen. Stay out of people's neighborhood. Leave people kids alone. Yeah. Even though if she look like she grown, you got that conscience in your mind to tell you, hold on, man. You know what I'm saying?
You could tell a young joint.
Yeah, like, man. Yeah, we all been around young
even if they lie about their age or whatever, yo. And I'm gonna be real. When we was in our early 20s, me and my peoples, if a girl link up with us and she might be, we don't know her age, we'd be like, we ain't stop at the 7. Hey, yo, go buy some blunts. Go get the blunts. We'll give her the money, but you go get the. If you can't buy blunts, you gotta go home.
Yeah,
yo.
On Soul.
You gotta go home, yo. Like,
On Soul.
We ain't play them games, yo.
Listen, I'm being honest. When I was in college, when we threw college parties, we didn't ask no questions. When you in college, you ain't asking no questions. So a lot of niggas done got caught up fucking with somebody that they ain't know that was whatever. Because in college, you got 17-year-olds also.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mookie. Mookie was 17 when she went to college. I was 21.
What? We call them baby cakes.
Yeah. But I justified that as being she in college with me.
Yeah.
Was I wrong? And technically what we saying, and I'm putting my business out in the street. If 17 is wrong and I'm 21, now in my head I'm like, man, she kind of young, but shit, we in the same school.
Yeah. I mean, you know, academics almost got caught up for saying that. Cause he had said, he said that he was like, yo, if you in college, I don't care how old you are. If you in here, I'm gonna take you down. That's what he was saying. He got some backlash for it, but you know, he had to, you know, draw back from that.
This is the age of people hating on motherfuckers. My nephew said I was wrong. Art Lee said I was wrong in college.
Bubble on the bed.
Scrap Dooley. Shout out to Scrap Dooley. He talking about saying, "Hey yo, hey, listen, I'm just bringing it to the table. You know what I'm saying? If we in the same work environment, now listen here, to you niggas that's working at Kroger with these motherfucker children, or you niggas that's working in Wendy's with these children, that little girl in high school, bruh.
Yeah.
She's still living off her parents. She ain't making no way in the world.
You better holler at the joints that work during school hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't had no classes with this bitch. You ain't learning nothing. You ain't really trying to teach. You being a fucking creep. You work at fucking Burger King and you 40. You crazy.
And see, then I got a thing too. I can't mess with nobody younger than my oldest child. And my oldest child is about to be 31. You know what I'm saying? So
Goddamn, OG.
yeah.
OG.
Yeah. I'm a grandfather, man. You know what I'm saying? 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. I gotta poke my chest out. I need to get there.
Yeah, man.
Hold on. I got a couple comments on there. Scrap Dooley said he don't like no young females. All his choices 30 plus. Nah, I was 21 years old at that time. I ain't fucking with no 30 plus me. Nah, give me about 25. 25. She, with her shit together. She's trying to learn something. You know what I mean? But I'm out the streets though. I'm just saying if I was in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my nephew said he needs 21 and up. But I'm just saying I was 21. And my nephew younger than that. So I understand that 21 and up because I want 25 if I was in the streets. But like if I don't know, man. It's kind of like I feel my nephew. That shit is still fucked up because it don't matter what level you on. You know that this motherfucker ain't of age, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I did have that thought in my mind at 21 years old. But she was turning 18 in a few months. But does it make it right in this day and time? That's the problem. And it's
definitely not in this time.
And it's only a motherfucker's perception of what is right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? So at this day, would I want a 21-year-old nigga fucking with my 17 going on 18-year-old daughter? I don't know. What is he showing my daughter?
Yeah.
Is he just trying to fuck on my daughter? Now, if he just trying to fuck on my daughter, I expect my daughter not to let me know about this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if he's showing my daughter something new, I'm expecting that my daughter is smart enough to say, yo, I need you to meet my dad because I'm actually learning something from you, and I ain't learned nothing from nobody but my brothers and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and if he can come this way and holler at you, then it is what it is. Yeah, it's consensual. Ain't nobody taking nothing. I'm looking at these messages on Facebook, but absolutely consensual. You know what I'm saying? If what I've done hasn't been consensual, I will not show my face on the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
Scrap, you are vintage. I understand why you like the motherfucking vintage. Anybody shout out to Scrap Dooley, man. You know
what up, Scrap?
You know what I mean? Shout out to my nephew, man.
Down
there in South Carolina, right, man. Hey, if y'all need y'all car fucked, like sprayed authentically, get at Art Lee, man, on my Facebook, man. For real. Shout out to my uncle in the what's that? YouTube, Mark Quarterbomb. What up, Unc? You know what I mean? We having a good night. We talking about Grobots. Well, we kind of got off track. Kind of shout out to Root Tribes. Shout out to Mega Guns. Thank Mega TV. Purple Do-Rag on the road, on the way. We're going to get that ready for y'all next episode for sure. Shout out to Beverly. Ooh, shout out to Bev. What up, Stefan? Hey. Y'all go ahead, man. You know I'm running my mouth. I don't want to do that.
All right, so check this out. It's late for breakfast, right? It's episode 13. We talking about Grobots, but we touched on a couple of different subjects. I'm the guy with the books. We got Purple Do-Rag on the line. I think Mega is here. Listen, let's talk about it, yo.
Talk about it.
Yeah, man. Did y'all it was something I wanted to ask y'all about. Oh, did y'all see what's been going viral on Facebook the past couple of days about the father who took his son to the prom in the dress? He had the dress on.
You know what I did when I seen that motherfucker?
And they was rocking your color too, bro. They was purpled out.
When I realized what was going on, shout out to the daddy, to the father that swallowed this motherfucking whatever. Because shout out to the daddy, man. Shout out to the daddy, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you my problem with it, yo. And again, like let me start with this. Look, what you do in your bedroom, that's on you and the person you in the bedroom with. I'm not in there, so I'm not bothered. It don't affect me at all. The thing that I say about the transsexual thing, and let me be careful because this is YouTube and with all these platforms we on, but the thing I don't get is, and I know this is something we all familiar with, the same way like in the street, how you got a dude that be acting overly gangster, and it's like, and it be fake, but you acting though. So it's like, if you're authentic, like if you're a man that likes men, why you can't be a man that like men? Why you gotta dress like a woman, act like a woman? That's when it's fake. It don't seem genuine, yo. And I ain't knocking it. It just that I'm saying from the outside looking in, it don't seem genuine, bro. Anybody that acts like something is fraudulent, yo. Like liking what you like is liking what you like. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta act different. You don't gotta, like, I don't understand none of that, bro. I keep it real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got people telling. Then this is another thing I gotta say too about on this same topic. When I saw that post on Facebook, all you see is women. That's so yeah. But I just be like, these the same women that be saying, "Where's the masculine men at?" And then they the same women that a few years ago was calling masculinity toxic.
Word.
Like, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I ain't no finger pointer.
Point your fucking finger.
Women are the problem of a lot of things that's going on, bro. They the problem because it's like they want to coddle everything, like, like they want to make it like everything's okay, my nigga, and like really it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't okay, and it's also, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it, yo. Like, I'm real big on that. It ain't. It's tatted on me. It's not what's done, it's how it's done. Right. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it, yo. So like, I don't know, man. People need to keep their bedroom shit in the goddamn bedroom. Because one thing I always said, never in my life has any of my heterosexual friends or people I know ever come to me and say, I'm heterosexual. Only homosexuals feel the need to tell the world they're homo, but the world ain't ask you, yo.
See, people, what I learned about life and people that aren't visible or that feel visible feel the need to be visible, to set claim to something, to hold on to something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So in a whole scheme of things is mental health, conversations.
Like
some people don't know how to and breathe and think. Some people don't even have time to do that because at so young, that agenda is pushed on them that's what they believe in. That's what they see. So I don't know. Like I said, shout out to the father, man, because I don't know what kind of pill he had to swallow.
That ain't probably the only thing he swallowed.
Nigga, you fucked up about that. He all the way sour about that. That's daddy.
This woman should have swallowed that goddamn.
So when we talk about this topic right here, it is a mental health issue. So I'm thankful to our brother El Comandante for bringing that up. We got a change of the guard kind of thing happening here that's being socially engineered, where we see the masculinity in females being kind of out of control, the femininity in females being out of control, but also the masculinity and the femininity being out of control within the men as well, right? So this This is a product of social engineering. So we're talking about food again. We're talking about entertainment. We're talking about ways that suggestion is put upon the masses. And then over time, that repetition of those suggestions start to help shape what society looks like. So what you see right now is purposeful, right? Because it keeps a group of people in confusion. When you talk about building a nation, that starts with three things: mother, father, and child. If you can keep the nations, the strongest ones, in confusion, you can control those nations.
Yeah,
And guess who the
that's
strongest
true.
ones? And we talking about Grobots, and we talking about motherfucking a black man. So all bullshit aside, we can throw all the conspiracy theory shit and set it to the side, and just say that LeBron James maybe is a specimen if you focus on what the fuck you need to focus on, treat your body the right way, treat your mind the right way. This is the level that you can peak off to. No matter if you strong, small, whatever. If you just focus and keep your shit this way. And this also starts off with your next generation and what you put into your kids.
Yeah,
These are all the things that I'm starting to really pay attention to and learn from my partners, and also from little scrolling I do, because that's all I'm used to these days. I just be on the little book scrolling, doing my little thing. But I also be paying attention to try to learn certain stuff. So with all these mental situations that we going on, I have a mental situation. I like to drink and smoke. That is a mental situation. Why do I want to drink and smoke? Why do I want to put these toxins in my body? I have to sit back and either go talk to somebody, either my friends, and say, "Hey, yo, I have this certain urge or feeling," but I've never heard a homosexual ever say, "Yo, I have this urge or feeling." It's usually some old DL nigga, and now that DL nigga making everybody look bad. That's not cool, because everybody don't have those nasty manifestations like y'all niggas out here.
hey yo, you know something too, Ferg, that you said that make a lot of sense. You know, part of the social engineering was like part of it. Another thing that plays a part, you know, they made it to where if you shame anybody for anything, they make it like you're wrong. When there are some things you should be ashamed of.
Facts.
They want to make it like accept everything, like, bro, what the fuck is that, yo? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one thing I say, like, do you believe in the God, yo? It don't matter what God, do you believe in the God? Because if you do, what you got to say for yourself, yo? Like straight up.
That right there is so deep it kicking motherfucker in the heart and the brain at the same time. Because if you believe in a God, and each one of these gods is telling you to take care of yourself, and we still choose to do what we choose to do because these gods said we got free will also. Like, you're right. Do we really believe in God? You know what I'm saying? Or do we just solely depend on self? You know? Yeah. I get that in the whole.
Well, we know what people believe in based upon how they use their time. And when we look at how people use the 168, and just for everybody out there, 168 is how many hours it's in a week. And then we break that up and we make that 100%, right? And then we kind of start breaking it apart: 33% for sleep, 33% for work, right? And then there's a bunch of people who say, you know, maybe they didn't get enough money at work, right? So they add more hours. Well, the bulk of their percentage of time might be utilized for money, right? Well, that tells you exactly who a person's God is on how they use their time.
Yeah. And then, like my bro Islord just said, you know, about Anthony Mackie. You know, Anthony Mackie want to talk about how he raising his sons to be masculine men, but you in the movie kissing a man, playing the whole homo role. How that help?
See, some people do money money things and
Yeah,
make it acceptable. You know, I'm gonna speak live on this live. I ain't never doing no money things for no money.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll come out here and learn some shit I can pass on to my kids, but me doing some shit that's forbidden that I'm gonna be ashamed of is out of the question. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing about people. Long as you doing what you feel like you need to feel, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna mind my motherfucking business. I see what's going on, but I also got a whole nother agenda, and I want to build a bunker and get away from these motherfucking Grobots. The Grobots is about to come.
Very wise.
That's why I'm glad.
About to come.
That's why I'm glad I chose the career field I chose. Because my career field, we don't cater to, or do we have to cater to that side of the fence? We gonna make our money regardless. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, whether you like what I say, like what I do, it ain't gonna change nothing, yo.
Yeah, like Beverly said, all money ain't good money.
Mm-hmm.
And every day a sunny day, we just got cloud cover. So
I know, right? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
play with it. This episode 13, man. Grobots. We thank everybody for tuning in, man. For real.
Hey, let me ask y'all something else, man, because there's something else that happened. You know, it blew up last week after our last show, so we ain't get to talk about it. But what's your thoughts on the Big U and the Crip indictment, the '60s Crip indictment?
This is my first hearing about it. You got something on that Purple Do-Rag?
To me, at my tender age, and I ain't gonna say tender, at this great age that I reached, if you committed the crime,
I'm gonna tell you what I dislike about Big U and that whole persona. Bro, I don't got no respect for people who make a career bullying and oppressing black
anybody,
people.
right?
Like, bro, that's some fucked up shit. And it's like how so many people used to get that due respect. And this is something else. I said I made this post yesterday. We all know Chicago is gang ridden, LA is gang ridden. But I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest differences I see between LA and Chicago. My nigga, if you on that bullying, extorting shit in Chicago, I bet you ain't gonna live that long.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Nigga, I don't care how many fights you won, how many people you can beat, how many fights you have with bullets, nigga. Because nigga smoke your dumb ass, a little nigga smoke you. Ain't nobody having that shit, yo. I don't know how to, like, I'm in it, and it's no disrespect. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, nobody's gang or nobody's nothing. I don't got no plans on going to LA because I don't like y'all gun laws. Because if my gun can't go, I can't go.
Hold on.
I smoke any of y'all dumb motherfuckers. But anyway, I just don't get how, man, ain't nobody just gonna be doing any goddamn thing. Man, when you hear that, when you see that indictment, man, this nigga extorting basketball players, athletes,
football players,
entertainers. Yeah, bro. I'm like, hey, yo, my nigga. I mean, I'll tell you, even if I play along for the moment, bro, I catch you dolo, son. It'll be the last extortion you ever made, yo.
It's like this. When Suge was running the West, same shit.
Yeah.
When they got Suge off the street, next thing you know, Crips was running the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's all a will.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like one time, every nigga was a blood. Now every nigga that's coming out is a Crip. So if these niggas out here is willing to take the risk, they got to reap the rewards. You know what I'm saying? His son also plays for the Chargers. Go Boats. You know, I'm a Chargers fan. Yeah, to ride or die. But yeah, number 0, Tyler Henley. He plays for the Chargers. And one thing about Big U that I noticed, like we was like in a playoff game or some shit, a big game. And when they showed Big U and his wife, it wasn't too many people sitting around them. They had this sinister look on them, and I was like, that is a dangerous man. You hear me? Like, shout out to LA and all everything they did. I like the Nipsey movement and all that, but you can't
all that scary shit is 2005. People don't want to be scared no more, man. You understand? Like, to be honest, we got a whole nother thing to worry about than extorting motherfuckers. And then I bet you 100% out of 100% that they ain't extorting no crackers. You dig what I'm saying? So we got to look at that. Who are the athletes? Are they extorting? Are they extorting?
Nigga, Shaq is in the indictment.
I believe he is.
You was extorting Shaq. Who else was Shaq? Who was DJ Deshaun Jackson? Adrian Broner.
But Deshaun Jackson claimed what, that blood shit?
I don't even know.
He gang banging. He gang banging. And he done been on his little channel talking about whatever and whatever. And Baron Davis also. All these niggas talking about whatever. So these niggas is putting this shit out there on the tube to talk about. But Beverly says, El Comandante says something a while back while we was talking about the letter people. And he said, what do we think about Tyler Perry?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him what you mean on what aspect. Like,
I'm gonna answer that. Tyler Perry was a homeless man. And if he a homosexual or not, he put himself in the dress.
Right.
I actually went and watched his plays when I was younger, and also sold T-shirts in the parking lot and have him come out of the play and cuss us out. I'm a black man running I'm trying to get my own money. Y'all out here, y'all need to go get a real job. Yeah, I actually done that. So about Tyler Perry is a black man. He a billionaire, and I feel like he made his own way. So we gonna leave Tyler Perry out of this. Now, a nigga that go and do one of these white films and he in a dress with lipstick and shit like that and kissing white men. I mean, I ain't really seen no Tyler Perry movie where they have sex. You know what I'm saying? I haven't, but I'm pretty sure there is. But I don't watch that type of stuff. I would turn it off immediately. But I have no feelings about Tyler Perry.
I got to jump in on this, Mega, just for a second.
Go ahead.
When we talk about entertainment and we talk about what Tyler Perry's been able to do in Hollywood, we got to come to a reality of what plants look like. Okay. Tyler Perry is clearly a plant that's been sent into the industry to get a lot of us to influence a lot of people who look like him to move in a direction that don't make any sense. If you look at the films, the messages are very, very clear. Right. The messages are lack, limitation, disaster, chaos.
Yeah.
Right? But at the end of the day, they find a way to sprinkle in love. They find a way to sprinkle in happiness. They find a way to sprinkle in money. And then now they got you for a little bit, right? Well, we got to come to the reality point of what's being done here, right? We're being manipulated through our emotions by someone who looks like us. And then he's not the only one. They've used many different people, but he's one of the ones who's made one of the biggest impacts in recent years.
You know what I think is weird too is even the stories about him, like, some of the male actors, you got male actors out there talking about some weirdo shit about him too. You know what I'm saying? Like, type of pressure he was trying to apply.
But listen, they let that shit happen. It ain't nothing to talk about.
And that's what I say too. That's what I say too, my nigga. Look, don't be telling me, because I'm like just like I tell you, like the situation that happened with my peoples in New York back in the day with the Rough Riders and shit. I always said, if I was there, I probably wouldn't even be here now, because who knows what would have happened. But it's like, bro, man, if you proposition some homo shit to me, my nigga, you trying to pull some money out and proposition me with some homo shit, I'm taking that bread and I'm rocking you. I'm rocking you. And whatever happened after that is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, because I look at it as, I mean, bro, man, nah, you ain't gonna disrespect me like that. Because, like, what make you think you can even ask me something like that, my nigga? And then if you think you can ask me, you ain't putting no thoughts to what might happen after that. What type of nigga you think I am, yo? Like,
you know what I noticed being when I was on had time on the road and what was able to get in certain places and see certain things. A lot of people be on drugs, like drugs that where they can't control themselves. And to be honest, a lot of people are just too horny. Y'all niggas is just too motherfucking horny.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing else. Y'all niggas need to chill out on the horny radar. Like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas is weird, and that's what make niggas weird when they can't control themselves when it comes to their little peewees.
But they're not gonna just get control of those things. We got to keep in mind what's going on. Always keep in mind that spiritual warfare has been waged on the people for a very, very long time. And when we talk about spiritual warfare, then we got to understand that there's physical effects of these causes, and these physical effects have turned into poison food. Well, what kind of poison is in the food? What does the poison do once it assimilates within the body? What type of behavior is created? Once we start answering those questions, then we start to understand why the lust is so high. We start to understand why the greed is so high. We start to understand why they don't care about grandma or their own mama or their own daddy or their own grandpa. Bro, this is social engineering out of control. Well, why? You got a group of people who are trying to hold on to power and they've lost all of it, right? So, yes, our people do need to make better decisions. Make no mistake about it. They need to let go of the horny drugs, like Beverly and Purple Durag is talking about. But we got to come to a reality that this is not going to just happen. There's going to have to be some things that happen. There's going to have to be a certain amount of a purge that takes place, because the powers that be are this is socially engineered. So what we're watching is something that has been done on purpose. This is the result that they were looking for, and they want a result that's a little bit more intense than this. So are the people just going to walk away from the drugs that they've been eating? Are they just going to walk away from the water that they've been drinking that's got all kinds of different things in it that shouldn't be in there? Are they just going to walk away from the lotion? Are they just going to walk away from the deodorant? Are they just going to walk away from the toothpaste? You see, the list goes on and on and on all of the things that they might walk away from. But the answer is that they're not going to walk away from any of them, the vast majority of them. So that means that they're going to consistently be a whole bunch of junkies. No disrespect to anybody out there, but this is the reality. If you're putting all this stuff on your skin, you're putting these things in your mouth that you don't understand the ingredients of, you are literally a walking drug addict and you don't even realize it. So the behavior that you're going to put out is going to be highly individualistic. You're going to be so far away from collectivism. There's not going to be unity in your thought patterns. You're not going to have truth as your foundation. You're going to be walking on a bed of lies. And as you slip and fall here or there, you're just going to have trauma reactions instead of correcting your behavior.
Right.
Yeah. It's wild, yo. And like, like just like how you said, with all the things that, this is something I wonder too, though. Like, it do got something to do with the spirit in you too, because because like a lot of people may have similar diets or may not be eating the best things. Why them effects ain't happening to everybody? Like, like that's why I think, like, just like how Purple Durag said.
Let me touch that real quick. All right, so we've got one cause of all problems, okay? But this cause that comes in, it comes in as a vibration. Now, keep in mind that each person is on their own vibration. We're all really on the same vibration, but we're at different degrees of polarity along this quote unquote linear line of vibration, right? So once the vibration that's coming in from, let's say, the moon, when there's a full moon, the lunatics come out, right? Let's use that as an example. Once that comes in and it hits all these different people, well, all of them were at different vibrations. And let's say that the vibrations could be likened to love, sadness, happiness, compassion, empathy, hatred, slander, lewdness, murder, theft, right? All of these could be considered vibrations of the person. Well, if you got all these different people with varying vibrations, well, they're going to have different effects that come from the same exact cause. This is what you're looking at right now. So Susie down the street, she might just decide, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and screw over my husband somehow. That's her way of handling the challenges she's facing. But then the next person over here might decide, oh, you know what, you've been talking slick, pow pow, bang bang, bye bye, right? Well, that's a whole nother way that the energy might come out. Then you might have another person who decides, you know what, I'm gonna handle this energy in a more responsible way. I'm gonna go sit down in front of the television every day after work, and I'm gonna eat ice cream until I can't eat ice cream no more, right? So now this person has contracted diabetes or some other type of disease shortly thereafter, right? What it produces, this cause, it's producing a death culture. No matter which way that we look at it, we're looking at manifestations of biblical doctrine, manifestations of other religious doctrine that is playing out on the physical level of how Saturn or justice works in the age of Aquarius. We're looking at a death culture, and the death that is manifesting on so many different levels that instead of us really understanding that it's one thing, we're looking at it from what Dr. Wojcicki says. We're looking at it from what the American Psychological Association says. We're looking at it from what the Food and Drug Administration says. We're looking at it from what CNN and Fox News says. We're looking at it from a perspective of what Israel, Vatican City, Great Britain, and what America says. So when we look at it from these perspectives, we can start to see how the social engineering has taken place. And if we want to confirm any piece of this, all you got to do is follow the money. But then also utilize the eye test. Go out into your environments and look around and see what people are doing. Pay attention to their behavior. Look at the foods that they're picking up in the grocery store. Read those ingredients lists. All of this will help you understand. Go to their churches, listen to their pastors. If they're in temples, listen to their sheiks, listen to their religious leaders. The people that they gravitate to as politicians, really do some real research on these politicians. You'll start to see the mindset, the mentality of the people is death.
Right. It's all over TV. They go back with the death part. That even goes back to the Super Bowl commercial that I seen on Disney. Oh yeah, and it will be murder. Like everything that the guy with the books have been telling me in these past few weeks that we've been building. Even when he think I ain't paying attention, I'm listening. But it play into shit that I heard in the past and shit that's forthcoming also. Shit that I'm seeing on TV, and they say everything that happens on, they show us first. And these are proven facts. So I'm watching everything. I'm seeing the signs. I'm paying attention to certain things. Now, what I don't see is the little kid getting murdered in the neighborhood. I don't know anything about that. I don't pay attention to that. That's not my concern. My concern is the future, and which means is what I got to do right now to ready myself for what my brothers be telling me about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be outside with my dick in my hand and a shovel. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I can help someone. Nah, it ain't happening like that. I need to help myself.
And I know about CERN too, Commandante. I know about CERN.
Let me see that comment, because I know about CERN too.
Yeah. And I mean, shit, they got the goddess of war as their logo and statue in front of the joint that they do dances or what we know as rituals around it. You know.
So the CERN is located where? It's in Switzerland, right?
Switzerland, yeah.
So my belief is that that's where the devil landed, and that's where no one can fuck with Switzerland. That's why it's a treaty. I believe that every one of us motherfuckers out here have a right to come out here and learn knowledge and get to the next level. And that's how you get out of hell. Hell ain't as bad as you think. We just got to live in hell right now. We all done been through some type of hell in our life. Some type of trial, some type of tribulation. Some people don't get to live there that fast. And they got to restart. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they say, "Oh, the good die young." Nah, y'all just love them because like Tupac and Biggie. So many people love them because their time was so limited, so they had to do so much in so short a time. People that we love, certain musicians and shit, they body of work is so vast that, or so means so much because their time was so limited. So what you got up here, brother?
This is CERN's website.
Concern? Oh yeah, so what my
You
brother
even see they
talking about? Yeah,
go back to the top. For look at their logo. Do you see the sixes, the 3 6s at different angles?
Yeah, I was seeing the documentary about this when I was watching it, and this is why I believe that, because most of the biggest banks is up there, the people that control time is up there. Like, this is why when in the Bible they said God sent 200 angels down. There's exactly 200 craters on the earth, mile deep, same diameter, all over this planet that they really don't talk about.
So peep this, right? They just built a temple not too long ago. I don't remember exactly where it is, but I believe it's on a 33rd parallel line or somewhere around that. And it's got 200 chairs in the temple.
Yeah.
Right? It's all the way around this open rotunda where, like, I guess if you screw up, you do something too wrong, you about to fly off the other side of your seat, right? Because it's a drop. But it's very interesting how this temple is being built when it's built. It's very interesting how there's 200 chairs. It's also very interesting along the line of where they built it, as well as the layout of the architecture, right? So it's got a lot of masonry type symbolism going on with it, kind of like what you see from the sky of Washington, D.C.
So don't they got the same 200 chairs in a circular motion in that library that's in the Vatican?
They might. I'm not sure. I'll have to check on that.
We got to do some research on that. I don't want to but I believe either it's in that glass, wherever that glass library is, or somewhere out there in Europe. They got 200 chairs in a circular motion. I don't know who the 200 chairs for, but also when they at the UN, they sit in the circle almost, I believe, when they talking shit that's off TV.
But hey, it's funny you bring that up too. Did y'all hear about the Pope opening 5 portals on Christmas?
24? I didn't hear about the portals, but I heard about the dreams that I heard the rumors of the nightmares.
Check this. Pope Francis opened the first of 5 holy doors, signifying spiritual portals on Christmas Eve as part of ancient rituals that launched the Roman Catholic Church's Holy Year. In a Jubilee ritual that dates back to 1300, the Pope knocked on the great holy door of St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican, and it opened.
Well, what I would say about what's going on in Vatican City is this. I highly recommend everyone out there research a gentleman named Saint Malachi. He lived during the 11th century, I believe, and he has a prophecy of popes, right? So he has prophesied that the papacy comes to an end in 2027. So when we think about that, I think we got to come to the understanding that what we see from the papacy right now is its end, it's unraveling, right? Just like what we see from Israel. Right, so Israel's got some big problems. Part of the reason why they were attacked last year on the 1st of October by Iran. Iran sent like 200 missiles into Israel was because the International World Court made Israel guilty for apartheid. Right, so there's a lot of problems happening between the big four: Vatican City, Israel, Great Britain. Great Britain is one of the big four because London is the financial capital of the world. And then United States of America is the military arm of the other 3. right? So all four of them right now are having an unraveling effect. It's not necessarily all people within these nations. It's the people who have been in control. Now, there's a lot of people who have been following these individuals who've been in control. They've been kind of doing the things that they say to do. Some of them not really understanding that they're doing it, but they still moving along with the synagogue of Satan, and they don't really realize that. So there's a hefty price for that. That price will be paid in full while Uranus is in Gemini, and Uranus enters Gemini July 2025 and exits Gemini, enters Cancer in May of 2033. During that time frame, you will see the book of Revelations play out. You will see a purge. You will see a lot of people go, because most people, they're not going to listen to any of us on this podcast. They're not going to do any research, and they're just going to be moonwalking towards a cliff while they have Ferdinand yelling, "Hey, man, prepare."
Well, why Ferdinand yelling that and y'all not listening? Y'all can listen to that motherfucking Unknowns album that's coming out very soon in April. You see them flowers. It's coming out soon. And this episode 13, we talking about Grobots, but we really talking about a whole lot. You know what I mean? And this one of the segments right now, one of the segments where I just shout out my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the guy with the books. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mega. Shout out what FTHII, right? I got it right? FHTI. Yep, I had it right. Yep. Shout out megabillsmusic.com. You know what I'm saying? purpledurag.com coming up very soon. But y'all can follow me on Instagram at purpledurag. It's on you fellas, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm enjoying this little powwow tonight.
I appreciate you, my brother. You know, like Purple Durag was just saying, it's late for breakfast, y'all. I'm the guy with the books. We got Purple Durag in the building. Think Mega's on the line. It's episode 13. We've been talking about Grobots. Listen, y'all, I really appreciate everybody who's been listening, everybody who's tuned in. We had a great episode. I'm definitely looking forward to next week. I'm gonna go ahead and say peace to y'all.
All right. And look, I'm gonna just say, before your boy became a firearms instructor, certified over the weekend, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. You know, just like how you said, Perp, how you said, you got to be focused. You know what I'm saying? Like this something I wanted. This something. It's like, you know, it's crazy because everything a nigga has wanted and said, a nigga doing, yo. Like for real. I wanted to be a firearms instructor for over 10 years. I mean, not 2 years, for over 2 years since I've been in this gun world. And I mean, and another thing too, like you said, being focused, bro. I didn't always have the best shot. Like I shoot a lot of guns, and it ain't like I'm crazy with it, but it's like, bro, I've been training for this joint for like over the last month, bro. Like everything I shoot, bro, it be just a hole, everything hitting the same spot, bro. So if you want to do something, you want to focus on something, like Perp said, sometimes you gotta cut out all the bullshit, my nigga. You got your goal in front of you. That's all you should see. You know what I'm saying? That shit is real.
Talk your shit. Congratulations again, face to face, across the new web that we can actually do that. You know, I already shouted you out and all that on the book.
Yeah.
You know, much love for you bigging yourself up in 2 years that you had a dream and you conquered that shit in 2 years. That's amazing, because some people conquer their dreams never. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes a dream can transpire 10, 20 years later. Yeah. But you did that in 2 years, bro. And that's motivation for me. And I hope somebody else catch motivation to do something that they dreamed of 2 years ago or even last night. Because you late for breakfast in this motherfucking episode 13. And I'm Purple Durag. That's Mega talking Mega shit. He talked that shit tonight because guess what? He accomplished something.
And I want to say this too. Hey, yo, like I told you, El Commandante, we was supposed to be starting at 7 tonight. I was late, man. But it's crazy, though. My brothers waited for me, man. My brothers waited. I thought they had already went live. I thought I was going to be coming in late. My brothers waited for me, man. They waited till I got here. So next week, we will be starting at 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be going from 7 to 9. You know what I'm saying? So I just want thanks, is Lord. Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, man, it's something that's the thing I want to say too. My brother is Lord. He was my biggest push for me to get into all of this shit. I'm gonna keep
Shout
it all
out to
the way
Is
real.
Lord, man, for motherfucking being a part. That's the part about being motivating, having people around you.
Word.
That's what I always tell God with the books. I can't be around zombies, bro.
Word. Right.
I can't, like, even though if you talk to me, my mind everywhere. But best believe that I got knowledge that I'm seeking, and I'm not afraid to ask you any questions. I'm not afraid, and I actually have wisdom.
Right. You I was about to say you got knowledge yourself too. You know what I'm saying?
So,
like, yeah.
It's hand over fist, and it's all love. It's power behind hand over fist, and I want y'all to know that. And I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight.
Word.
Beverly, El Commandante,
yeah, yo,
Is Lord, my nephew, Art Lee, everybody that tuned in while they at work to really catch the message. I appreciate y'all on everything in this episode 13. And I'm gonna let Mega close this joint out before we do what we're supposed to do.
I want to ask you something. When you say your nephew Art Lee, he be spraying the cars, you mean washing them or painting them?
Nah, he paint them. They in South Carolina.
Oh well, damn! I might have to because I've been thinking about
No, like he wet them junks. I'll put you in the. I'll put y'all two together for sure. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think I might put another color on Sexy Red, my nigga.
You know that I love that car because when I met you, she was what, white?
No, that was a different car. This is a different one.
Oh, that's the newer one. I remember you when you went and got
the white one was a V6. This one a V8.
I remember when you got the new one, so that's my bad. That was the little one. This is the bigger one. I forgot that you had with the You know what I'm saying? See, it's all about leveling up, and that's what we be talking about for late for breakfast, so we can put you on something. Hey, y'all gotta admit, if you like breakfast food, ain't it's better later on? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's a Waffle House cracking. That's why them shits is popular. That's why IHOP is cracking, because that late breakfast, it fill you up. That nice little bread, that nice little turkey bacon, the sausage, whatever you eat. You know what I mean? The flat jacks, you hear me? Like crepes, whatever you eat.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? We trying to fill that up. We want you to feel good tonight, and I hope y'all feel good. How all these thumbs up. She got a purple bonnet on. Hey, they going for sale for soon. Don't even worry about it. You're going to have an official tissue on. Hey, baby. And I'm going to need the picture so we can post it up on here when you put that purple bonnet on with the purple do-rag on that chat. You know what I mean? We're going to have the purple do-rags going on for sale very soon. I just got to get this with the purple do-rag joint. But I ain't going to fat mouth. I want my brother to close us out tonight. So.
All right, y'all. So you know, just like we said, you got that El Commandante. All right. You know what? I ain't even noticed. I ain't even see that today when I was putting the joints out this morning. I forgot. I ain't even noticed it, but what I should have known. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, like Perp said, like God with the book said, I appreciate all of y'all who share y'all time with us for this hour. You know what I'm saying? Next week we're going to 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So for y'all that share this time with us, it's very appreciated. It's highly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? We all brothers with some minds. You know, we ain't no dumb dudes. You know what I'm saying? And we all got knowledge in different areas, and we got some of the knowledge in the same and similar areas. So, you know, man, like, think greater than, yo. No matter what position you might be in, even if you feel like you're in the worst position you're in your life, think greater than. You can think, because you know everything starts with thought. So you can think that your situation is better and you're in a better position than you may physically be in. That's what think greater than is all about, yo. Sometimes people think greater than, or even think mega. Like people think mega is about me because my name is Mega. No. Mega means greater than. If you got a cell and then you got a mega cell, it's bigger, it's greater than the regular cell. Mega means think greater than. That ain't about me. That's a lifestyle, yo. Think greater than, yo. Whatever position you might be in, you know what I'm saying? Never give up, just look up. And that's what it is.
And you late for breakfast. Thank you.